What's up, everybody? Welcome to the championship edition of No Scrubs Allowed. It's time to
Hey,
party. This is
hey.
actually still left over from the day, so it's probably flat, but whatever. Cheers to
Right,
the
a shake.
Dodgers. The reason it's still in the bag, by the way, I'll ask you how you're doing in a second, is because it's this fucking crazy glittery, like, bottle, and it got glitter
Gets
everywhere,
everywhere.
so it stays in the bag. How you doing, Sil?
Let's go. I'm doing good, man. I'm excited for you. I unfortunately did take a little nap ski poo in like the seventh inning and woke up to you guys being champions, so I didn't get to celebrate on the spot. But yeah, man, congratulations on that. That's awesome. I'm hopefully about to be celebrating an undefeated season. It looks like in basketball. No, not really. I doubt that'll
Well,
happen. But damn, we're
in
killing
another
everyone.
minute or so, you should be 2 games ahead of the Celtics, so that's a good start to the season.
Yeah, man, whenever you can say that, that's always a good start. And if we can get, Zion's just so tough. If we can get 4 more points, we'll have 130 points and more games this season than we did all season last year.
Oh yeah.
So, actually, I think we might have already hit that. But yeah, we had 3 games of 130 points or more last season, and we've already had 3, if not 4.
Wow.
This will be
Yeah,
number 5 if
so
we hit it.
that's awesome. Yeah, our teams are looking pretty good. We'll talk about basketball probably for a big chunk of this podcast, but first off, once again, shout out to the Dodgers. That was such a good World Series, dude. Like, obviously good for me as a Dodgers fan, but from an outsider's perspective, that's got to be the most competitive 5-game series I've ever seen in the actual World Series. I mean, when you look at the first game was a walk-off, the final game was really close. A couple of other games were really close. When you look at there was like an Instagram thing saying like the Dodgers, I think, had one more run all series. The batting averages were like within 10 points of each other. The home
Oh,
runs hit.
wow.
The home runs hit. I think the Yankees actually had like 1 or 2 more home runs hit in the series. Like everything was pretty even. It's just the wins were what was different. So we had timely hitting, but it was a crazy series. It was the two teams that everybody wanted, and it lived up to the billing. And of course, I'm excited that my team finished up with the chip.
Yeah, man, it was absolutely outstanding. Freddie Freeman's a dog. Uh,
Mm.
come to find out, Otani's shoulder was ripped up that whole
Yeah, he had
World
surgery
Series.
today.
Yeah, it
So
is insane. Those guys are freaks, bro. Like you think about it, like watching the comeback with David Ortiz. He at one point he says, "My shoulder's killing me." I woke up, it was on the other side of the bed. Like for us, like I played baseball. I mean, I didn't practice as much as they do. Damn sure didn't play as much as they do. So I never got out of a game like damn, this is grueling. Like baseball to me has always been kind of the less athletic of the sports. But
right.
these guys do still get injuries. They do play through them, and when it comes out, it's insane to see the type of injuries these guys play on. And I feel like that's going to be a norm for Otani, as he's going to be playing on hurt shit his whole career.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
furthermore, don't think he'll ever pitch for the Dodgers after this. Like, how many more times are you going to let him get hurt? Like, he's already getting it.
Oh, he'll pitch. Get out of here. We're paying him. Well, we're not paying him much, but
You're
the
not paying him
contract
pitching
the
money.
contract is like $800 million or whatever. So, um, it's his other shoulder. He's fine. He'll pitch.
It's his other shoulder. He just won't be able to yank bombs that much anymore.
Yeah, that's the tough part. He's not gonna be a 50 homer guy probably. I mean, maybe, you know, surgeries are fucking crazy. But shoulders are big time. But people are coming back from Tommy John like it's nothing now. So maybe
Yeah, that
surgery
shit's
is just
crazy.
where it's at. Speaking of people fighting through injuries or playing through injuries or whatever, I saw a thing today. A Muay Thai fighter like got like hit or punched somebody or whatever, and his shoulder gets dislocated. He backs over to the ropes, grabs the rope with his arm to set his shoulder, and then goes back in there and wins the fight. I was like, oh,
That's
hell
gangster.
no, bro. Hell no.
That's gangster.
But if I
That's crazy.
saw that
That's
as his opponent, I would have just let him win. I'd be like, yeah,
exactly
you're straight. We're good. Don't hit me, bro.
1,000%.
So that was
Damn,
that
that's
was crazy. But oh hey buddy, do you want to say hi to the world? Ooh, that's your
Oh, I
buddy.
can't watch y'all's game.
Why not? Oh, Miami.
Go to Miami.
Well, then you can keep me posted on the Thunder Nuggets.
I'll do that. I'm also
Miami's
gonna
looking pretty
watch
good
the
right now,
clip.
actually.
I can't watch the Sixers Clippers. What is that on? ESPN?
Oh yeah, that's probably why.
Well, I guess I'm gonna watch the. Bro, this is awesome, by the way.
League Pass,
Fuck yeah.
dude, it's the
I can watch
best.
2 games at once.
You can watch your Cavs championship. You can watch all the things. You can do it all.
I know
Have
I've been
you
going and
you've watched
rewatching
some
if
of
it's
those
a
things?
not the championships, no, but if it's a Monday, Tuesday game and I'm at work, I just take my ass right home. Like the Bucks game the other night, I was at work. I was able to go home and rewatch it,
So they have
which was
historical
frustrating.
games. Like you can go select your team. I've never selected the Cavs, so I don't know what games are available. But you can select your teams, and it has like the big games. So like for the Suns, it has like the game that we actually beat the Bulls in the finals. That Charles Barkley actually beat Jordan once, but obviously we lost all the rest. But it has that game on. It
That's
has
dope.
the game where Steve Nash had like 20 something assists to set like the Suns record for assists. Like so it has these cool games and you can go watch those. And it's really fucking
Nice.
cool.
I don't know if I watch it on YouTube or if it's on, because I know there's a website that I have in my bookmarks that lets me watch all the Jaguars games like the week
Oh,
after
nice.
that game will be there. Yeah, it's probably not supposed to be allowed, but
Yeah, don't shout them out.
yeah, I have that, so it might be YouTube. But I occasionally will go back and watch Game 7 of the 2016 finals run and just watch
Oh
all that
yeah.
shit unfold, which it sucks knowing it now because I fast forward 4 minutes of us both missing when the score stuck on, I think it was what, 96 or some
Yeah.
shit. We just couldn't score. So I always fast forward through that shit. Then we get to the block and the shot. But yeah,
I
that's dope. I
watched
might have to go watch it
game
in 4K,
one.
not on YouTube.
I watched game one of our finals against the Bucks when we threw the alley oop to DeAndre Ayton. And I just sit there going, fuck, man, that was our finals. We should have won that shit.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, so congrats to the Dodgers, congrats to Freddie, congrats to all those people. We'll see what happens in the offseason. It's going to be a fun
Juan Soto, baby.
thing to see where Soto goes. Like, I
Did
don't
you
necessarily want him, but I
did
mean,
you
obviously,
notice though, like when he'd get on base, Freddie would, I mean, Freddie's Freddie, but Freddie would like dap him up, third base coach
yeah.
saying, hey, when he gets over there, like definitely
Oh, for
massaging.
sure.
One of the last games that the Yankees played the Dodgers, not postseason, they were chanting "Future Dodger," and he turned around laughing, like, "Damn it, stop!"
The thing
So
about the Dodgers, like, obviously Juan Soto's an improvement on Teoscar. I love Teoscar, but he's an improvement. There's not very many positions that we need improvements. That's what happens when you can buy
yeah,
your teams, when there's no salary cap, right? I was talking to my buddy and I was like, what positions legitimately do we need to like search for an upgrade? And Juan Soto, no matter what position he's going to play, Juan Soto counts as an upgrade. But other than that, maybe Gavin Lux at second base if we're I mean, obviously we like Gavin Lux, but if somebody comes that's
nitpicking.
better, we can upgrade. And then Max Muncy's bat because it's very much feast or famine. His defense is fine, but if we can get a guy that's good at defense and has a more consistent bat than Muncy, those are really the only spots that we would even need an upgrade. And then the bullpen always can use upgrades. So like, there's not much. So if we have money to spend, why not go spend it on Juan Soto? Like, who cares? It's not like we're trying to fix holes. But I love Teoscar. You know, we extended him the qualifying offer, so I'm happy about that. Obviously, some other teams are going to match. He's the home run derby champ. Not that that matters in baseball, but he's clutch. He does his thing. People are going to offer, and if we sign Soto, he's not going to be a bench warmer, so he'll go somewhere. But that's really cool. I loved this team. I didn't, in true Dodgers fashion, I texted that we needed to pack up and go home a few times throughout the playoffs. I thought we would lose to the Padres, and then I'm lucky I'm not like the fan that turns shit off, or else I would have turned off Game 5 when we were down immediately
Yeah.
and just getting blasted. I got up and started like washing dishes and shit. But I will always keep the game on. But I was like, I can't sit and watch this. And then when they started coming back, obviously I came back. So it was a fun run.
I could have got them at plus. I think it was 825. It got up to at one point.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Dang.
sucks. It happens though. But yeah, man. Did you hear Joe Kelly's remarks about
No.
the Yankees at all? Like, he said they
No.
were probably the 8th or ninth best team in the playoffs, and they just weren't really a match for the Dodgers. Like, they knew they were better the team. He said it was similar to 2018 when the Red Sox played the Dodgers. Like, the Red Sox just knew they had the better team,
Right.
and he just felt the whole time that they outmatched the Yankees, and it was just inevitable that they probably had. It was just a bad matchup.
Most of the league said that the winner of the Dodgers-Padres series was going to win the World Series, and obviously hearing that, I was like, I live in LA, San Diego's an hour and a half south. Like, of course, like that's what's getting said. But when you looked at the product on the field, maybe that was the truth. So San Diego has to be kicking themselves because they had a real chance. But hey, it is what it is. Soccer's going hard. We fucking blew the easy chance to sweep up in Vancouver, but it looks like we kind of gave up. When we scored that own goal, we were like, fuck it, we'll see you Friday, whatever. So we get to play them Friday at the bank, and so that'll be fun. We should win. If we lose to Vancouver, we deserve all whatever shit gets talked at us by the Galaxy fans. But they've already taken care of business. They're sitting there waiting, not for us, but they're waiting on their next round. So we got to get it done so that we can face them in the finals, the Western Conference Finals. So that's the soccer update. Hockey doesn't have an update. Detroit's actually doing pretty well. I mean, we started off really bad. I texted Eddie that we suck again, and this was like the first week of the season. We were like 1-4 or something. I texted him and I was like, "Yo, we suck, dude. What's happening?" And he reassured me as the hockey genius he is, I guess. He said the beginning of our schedule was really tough. Not to worry about it. We'll bounce back. And then right after he sent that text, I think we won 5 straight and got ourselves into a nice little spot. So he was right. I was a little early on it. We're looking pretty good. I don't know if we're winning right now, but the only games we've lost have been to some tough teams. So that's exciting to see. Maybe we can make the playoffs because it is time to push, right? I mean, I don't watch a lot of hockey, but I know that you can only lose for so long. And I've been hearing the Steve Yzer plan is what they call it. And it's time, right? We made a push last year. We were ahead of schedule. So we ended up missing the playoffs. I think we almost wanted to. Obviously, we would have taken the playoffs if they got there, but we didn't really want there. We were a little ahead of schedule. Now the schedule's here, so we got to step it up. So it's nice to see them doing well, though.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for it. I went to the game last year, beat the Panthers in overtime, ended up winning the Stanley Cup. So, in the back of your mind that it should be coming here soon. So hopefully it's this year because there's really nothing like Hockey Town being in the postseason. Yeah. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great environment. So, yeah, Detroit deserves it. And, their teams are on the up and up, right? Tigers had a chance at making a postseason run. The Lions are the best team in football. Yeah. Pistons are doing their thing.
They're actually winning some games.
Yeah.
They're looking pretty good.
So maybe it's time for the Red Wings to kind of jump on the Detroit sports bandwagon of winning their games. That would be fun. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. This is a beautiful time. It sucks. Last weekend was the most beautiful time of all time ever. It's the best weekend of the year. We had college football, professional football, Major League Baseball, NBA, and almost got to sprinkle in. If you guys would have lost that game, we would have been able to sprinkle in a little bit of college basketball on that as well.
Right.
So yeah, it fucking MLS, like literally everything was on last weekend. It was awesome.
Everything was in LA last weekend. Did you see that?
I saw a picture of a first quarter USC football game, nobody there. And what did they call it? The damn it. There was a beautiful name for it. Damn it.
I don't know.
Carmageddon.
Oh
Carmageddon.
yeah, yeah, okay,
They called it. There's like this Carmageddon is real.
yeah,
Like nobody was going out there to that USC game.
yeah. Well, the Lakers were playing right up the road, and then of course, World Series Game 1 was really going to be the traffic holder, right? So World Series Game 1 was playing. The Lakers had a game. USC played Rutgers. They named the concerts at there was a concert at SoFi, and then like a comedy show at the new Intuit Dome, whatever they call it. But who cares about that? But it does cause traffic. And then there was a high school game. No, there was a high school game at SoFi.
Yeah, the high school
The
championship.
Yeah, like a not all star, but yeah, like a championship game. And then so like there was just so much shit. I stayed at home, which was nice, obviously. Um, and then MLS happened like the next day, so that was fun too. But yeah, so hockey's going well. What else before we get to basketball? Obviously football. So football, we gave the fucking Chiefs all they could
Wait,
handle.
football's going on still? I didn't know. That's
It's
crazy.
not anymore for either of our teams. Obviously, the NFC South, there's always a chance, but when you lose to the Falcons twice, it makes it harder. We're losing these games we should win, really. And like I even say that about the Chiefs, right? Like we should have won that game.
Yeah.
We played better than them, which a lot of the Chiefs opponents can say, but yet they're still undefeated. It looked like we played better than them, and the stupid overtime rules, they get you again.
I'm
Baker knew
over it.
it as soon as the coin flip went the other way. Baker was like, "Well, it's a wrap." It's really dumb. I really don't like it, but I
Do you wish
I
they would have went for
subscribe.
two there?
Yeah, I subscribe to the go for two. If you're on the road, you're against a guy that's probably gonna, like, if you're on the road in Pittsburgh, maybe not. But you're on the road against a team that, hey, if we lose this coin flip, there's a real shot. Just give it a go, man.
Yeah.
Like you got to try. You got the momentum on your side. You have to have a play that works. You have
Yeah,
to.
you
You
put it in
practice
your
your
own
2 points
hands.
every
Don't give
single
it
week.
up to the Chiefs.
Yeah, you practice every single week your 2-point conversions. You know what you can do. You know what's been working all game, right? So like what they're matching up with in short yardage situations. Do your
Yeah.
thing. It's a better chance than 50-50, in my opinion, to score from the 2-yard line. So give it a chance.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I was surprised. I was sitting there watching it at the Snuggery eating my beautiful chicken Alfredo.
Nice.
Not shouting out the restaurant, but
You already said,
but I was eating
I
that.
guess you had said
No,
Snuggery, just kidding.
yeah, I'll represent the Snug all day, baby. But anyways, so the person next to me, I was telling, I was like, oh, they're going for two. It's Baker. It's Todd Bowles. He's a smart coach. He knows what's on the other side. And Baker's got the balls the size of a matador. There's no way they're not going for two here. And they trotted out the fucking field goal team. And I was like, what are we doing going for an
I
extra point
bet
here?
Baker wanted to go for two, which is probably why he had that reaction on the coin flip.
1,000%. He probably went right back and said, watch what's about to happen. Like, I called this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And I knew,
they always. When's the last time they went to overtime and didn't get the ball first? Can you tell me? I don't remember.
that's true. Yeah. Well, did you see that motherfucker false start by like 1.5 seconds?
Yeah,
Right
go
before
Gators.
on the first down. They probably still would have got it, right? But it was like, come on, move them back. Let's get a field goal out of this. So
Yeah. That's literally what he did made his name out off of in Jacksonville, and got penalized the most out of anybody in the league. And then they stopped calling him for his illegal formation shit that he still does.
that's because
And
people
they
just
stopped
got tired of it.
and they stopped calling him for his fucking false starts, which is crazy. Absolutely insane.
It's so stupid. But
Sucks
I
he's
mean,
not playing
whatever.
in the
I'm not
Super
gonna
Bowl.
blame the refs. We should have went for two. We
Yeah,
should have went for
Jawan
two.
Taylor is a cheater.
And it's
It
stupid. It's
sucks.
a
All these
stupid
fucking
cheating.
players that leave, dude. Even if they don't get better, they just get the benefit of the doubt more. Like fucking Cam Robinson snapped. Had a great game in Minnesota this weekend. Got a game ball.
Really?
The coach, yeah. I fucking love it, bro.
Anything else
What's,
cool in football? I'm kind of cheering for Detroit, man. I
the
want them
Jaguars
to.
are gonna fucking end up with a new coach and a top 5 fucking pick.
How long do you
I'm
give
I'm
Doug? Like
I'm
seriously.
conceding my.
Obviously,
Oh
you've wanted him out for a long time, but like, what game do you
no, he gets
like?
the rest of the season. Shaw's not gonna do that.
Okay.
He's done it once with Urban. He doesn't want to go through that again.
Well, Urban was a
Guaranteed.
different
Well, yeah,
scenario.
he had to, but he didn't want to then either. He literally had to. He let that go on a couple weeks longer than it probably should have, and then the whole getting a lap dance on all that shit still wasn't really the nail on the coffin until everybody and their mom told him he had to do it, and he
Right.
finally did it. They didn't do it immediately like a lot of other teams would have done. He had
Right.
to wait till the fucking snowball effect happened, and the media pretty much forced his hand. So he's not a owner that wants to do that. He's not. That's why I wish he would just hire. Even if Bill Belichick decided he don't want to coach anymore, just being Bill in to do football. Like he's the
Mm.
GM. He's the fucking what do they call it? The president of football
Football ops.
operations.
Yeah.
He's the scout team manager. Like he's Mr. Football in the Jaguars building because the person who tries to do that is Shad Khan's son who runs All Elite Wrestling. Like
Mm.
we need a football dude in there to make the football decisions and not leave it up to Trent Baalke as far as all that's concerned, and then have an owner who doesn't really get it. Like he needs a right hand man that's can come in and do all this shit and fire the coach when because he should have been fired 2 weeks ago, but he's gonna ride
Right.
him out the whole season.
He should
And it
have
sucks
just.
'cause
They should have bought him a flat in London. Just left
yeah,
him
it's
there.
not on Doug. The kids still play for him. It's not like he's lost the locker room, which
Right.
is crazy. They still fight back. They still play the whole 60 minutes. So it's not like he needs to go. Press Taylor needs to go more than anything. But it is what it is. So we're just gonna ride it out and get 5 or 6 wins this year, which honestly could get us out of the top 10 picks because everybody and their mom this year sucks.
Has 2 wins. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we don't get that top 5 pick. Maybe I can sneak out of the top 10. But yeah, man, this is just it just sucks to watch, right? Like down 22-0, find ourselves to come all the way back and just do what we always do. No reason there to have any chance a third string running back will be going out on the edge against any. I
On a
don't care if
fade route too. Like that's a
I
hard
don't
route.
care. Like right? You play video games. You know how some of the covers it never really happens in real life. It's usually a Josh Hines Allen, Trayvon Walker type person that'll be in their three stance and then fade off in the coverage. But on Madden and college football, they like to still do it with the DMs, even though that'll never fucking
Yeah.
happen. Even if that fucking happened, and you had a defensive end covering the third string running back to Ernest Johnson, you don't fucking. I don't. You don't throw. There's no chance that he's actually running a route that
Right.
no he throws. You were running a log, a love of the game, son. You were distracting. There's zero chance. And if Trevor throws that, he gets fired. But like that's the shit that we do,
It's
bro. Is just so devastating. We find ways to jag, which sucks. Like this is a good team. I still go down with injuries on defense that fucked us, and Press Taylor will always hold us back. But we always find a way to jag it in the end, and 90% of it's on the play calling. Like we always see it. Anytime they're like, "Fuck it, we're crunched for time. Let's go down 2 minute drill for the next 3 drives." Bang, 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 bang. And most of the time, it's literally just fucking Trevor muting out the earpiece and calling his own plays. Like the
it's weird.
signs are there.
Most of the teams, I truly feel like most teams are better in the 2 minute drill type hurry up offense than they are just playing normally. Except the
16-6
Lions.
run in the last 3 minutes, down 6.
Let's go. You're talking about my team?
No. I'm keeping you an OKC update.
Literally, the Suns are the exact same thing. I don't know the run that they're on, but they just made a huge run.
Down 3,
Down
baby.
6. And now we just got a layup to be down 4, shooting a free throw to be down 3. That's crazy. All right.
Let's go.
So
All
we're
right.
just
Anyway, sorry.
there.
ADHD.
This is why we can't watch sports while we're talking about sports. It's really hard to do. Other football though, like really. So assuming neither one of us make it, do you do that where you cheer for a team? Because I'm gonna start pulling for Detroit. Not
Did you not see my Facebook?
Pull for no, I don't.
Oh, yeah, bro. I got home at halftime and threw on my Jason Kelsey jersey and my Eagles
Oh yeah,
hat.
well you're married into the Eagles, so I guess you do have a thing.
I'm an Eagles fan the rest of the season.
Technically, Courtney's a Chiefs fan, but I'm not doing
Ooh.
Fuck that shit.
We've talked about this, I think.
Yeah, so she's a Chiefs fan.
Anytime they lose.
So she's a Chiefs fan because her extended family lives in Iowa, and Iowa has no sports teams, so the Iowa people are Chiefs fans. But it's weird because her mom is a 49ers fan. I don't know why she doesn't just cheer for the 49ers.
I think we discussed this. Probably not on the pod. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's a Chiefs fan, so she might be happy this year.
But yeah, I want to root for the Lions, but for some reason, I mean, I know it's a crock of shit either way because we're both the type of people that are like true blue to ourselves. We're able to kind of give and take because we can root for our best friends' teams and shit like that. So I'm able to root for the Bucks a little bit here and there.
Right.
Have the Steve Nash Suns jersey. Finals. I have lots of Suns apparel now. I think I got like 3 or 4 things now. But no, I think it's just those 2 actually. But anyway, so you're able to do it, but like so rooting for the Lions would kind of be hard. Like they're the Lions, they're nitty gritty. They are in the NFC, so it wouldn't break my rule. Like that's why I'm all Eagles. They're the NFC.
Yeah, you can't cheer for like a AFC South team, but
dude, I couldn't cheer for any AFC team, like at all, ever.
I just don't, I don't like the AFC even. Even just as a Bucks fan, I don't like.
Yeah, I'm not cheering for AFC teams, even though most of the time it's been the Chiefs and the Patriots.
Right.
But no can do. No can do. It's just weird. It just makes me feel better about myself. And like the Lions,
or not cheer for AFC.
The Lions have always been bad. Like our whole lives, right? We didn't really too much witness the Barry Sanders times, and
I don't remember anything other than replays of Barry Sanders. I don't know. When did he actually play? Were we alive?
I think he played in the early 90s.
Oh, okay.
Ow, I just fucked my tooth up with my cup. But yeah, so they always sucked. So I can't bandwagon for the line. Like that's just completely sellout.
Well,
so Eagles is fine. Like I love watching the Ravens. Absolutely love watching Ravens games this year. That's like there's something about that would just rub me the wrong way.
But see, so you know this.
Be in the same division as them too.
You know this because you know me and we're kind of the same. But for the fans' perspective, like me cheering, rooting, whatever, for the Lions if we don't make the playoffs, it is not. I'm not going to bandwagon on their thing. Like it's not the same as you cheering for the Eagles because, like you said, your wife is an Eagles fan. But I'm not going to sit here and party with them if they win. That's the team I enjoy watching play. Like I would love if Detroit was playing Baltimore because that's the type of game I would want to see. That's kind of why I would quote unquote cheer for Detroit. And I love Dan Campbell. But like I'm not going to sit here and be like, fuck, Detroit lost. Like I'm not going to get mad. I don't care that much. But out of all the teams that would potentially be in the playoffs, I think that the Lions would be who I'd want to see win because, I like the Vikings, okay, but I don't like the Packers. I don't like the NFC East at all. I don't like. The NFC West is okay. I guess I could cheer for Rams. I'm a fucking Rams fan if they end up making it, but not a Rams fan, an LA person. If the Rams make it, but. Maybe I'll cheer for the Rams or the Chargers, whichever team makes it, just so I'm a local boy.
So you don't like all the teams you listed were NFC teams. Give a rat's ass about AFC other than the Chiefs. I'm the exact same way, but since the Jags are in the...
Yeah, I don't really watch the AFC. I don't really care too much about the AFC at all.
I feel you. But swap. So
I like the Bills just because Josh Allen is literally always my fantasy quarterback, but I don't care if they win or lose.
I don't mind them. 3-1, baby.
You guys just have to play the Bills every single week, and you'll be fine.
For real. Not this season.
So let's move on to basketball. But before we touch the pros, let's shout out both of our teams. The Knights and the Gators are still undefeated, I think. Did the Gators play their second game yet? I might be speaking out of turn. I think they might play tomorrow.
I don't think so. I would have got a notification.
So they beat the Cows, and we upset number 13 ranked Texas A&M at our home. And that was huge because we didn't have Mikey Williams. We didn't have Jalen Sellers. So Sellers was our top scorer last year. Mikey Williams was famously that guy that went to Memphis with Penny and then got like probation and never got to play. And so now he's he's supposed to be able to play and he's injured. But he's on our team now. And I'm still hyped for him. Do you remember Mikey Williams or going to Memphis?
No.
He was this stud. He was this super high, like top 100 recruit. Penny illegally recruited him back when that was still a thing. So he was allowed to play for Memphis. So he had to transfer out because he was like banned from playing for Memphis. So he came to UCF. So hopefully he's.
Did they storm the court?
Did he storm the court? Yeah, he did.
No, not like did he storm the court?
Oh.
Did
the fans?
Did the arena? Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie was there?
Nope. Eddie has still missed every court storm. He'll be there Friday when we play Purdue Fort Wayne. I bet we ain't gonna be storming the court for that, but
oh my god.
Yeah, so he missed Memphis, he missed Kansas, he missed Texas A&M. He was there for the football field storm, so he's happy about that. Nurkic just hit a half-court three, baby.
Dawkins still head coach, right?
Yeah.
He'll forever be the head coach, I'm assuming.
So until he wants to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to get anybody more high profile
Did something happen to a USF coach recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy at work scared me. He's like, "Hey, UCF basketball coach. What happened with him?" I'm like, I don't know. Johnny Dawkins.
He died. He like
the USF basketball coach?
Yeah. It was like last month.
That's wild. And they almost beat the damn Gators.
Yeah, they were putting us to the. I was about to say because it was neutral site, which is what it is. But like the Gators should still beat USF. Yeah. So the coach from USF was in his was going to be in his second year, right? And like they were good last year. I think they had like a school record wins. I think they made the tournament game. And so he was getting hyped to start this year, and he died. I don't know how he died, but
holy cow!
Yeah. Which I will never be a USF fan. Obviously, I'll never cheer for them, anything like that. But that's the type of storyline you kind of get behind. And you're like, fuck, I hope you guys have at least a okay season, like win one for the Gipper kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
So
that's crazy, man.
But I still hope they lose every game somehow and still also honor that coach. So I don't know how that works, but FSU is trying to pull it off right now in football.
God bless FSU. I'm excited, bro. Bro, I haven't forgotten all that shit that was talked last year before the beautifulness that, I mean, even, all right. Injury happens, they still win.
Right.
This shit still gets talked.
But they go to don't make playoff
bowl.
They think it's because of
they go to don't make playoff bowl, get their asses beat. But all this shit that was talked for so long, this whole summer, whole off season, even weeks after that football game. Were we asked? Yes. Will we probably lose this game? We'll see if Flagway's back.
I know if we don't have a QB, then yeah, that third string guy didn't look that hot.
No.
I mean, he was playing a hard team though, right?
Hopefully our running back is back and healthy, and all he has to do is hand it off to the double-edged sword that we have, because the double-edged sword isn't that fucking sharp when it's only one running back and we're
Flagway
playing
would
a
have
true
beaten
freshman.
Georgia.
We had a true freshman starting.
It's hard to say because
that's crazy.
Georgia would have come back probably. Georgia would have played better in the second half because they are the better team, like talent-wise. But Lagway was beating Georgia. He was doing his thing. We were gonna win, and obviously that didn't have a chance to happen. But anyways, we're talking about basketball. We have some undefeated teams in basketball. Hopefully after tonight, we only have one undefeated team in basketball.
Tied
and that
would
would
be the fourth.
The Cleveland Cavaliers. Hey, we're up 1 in the fourth. So your Cleveland Cavaliers, not only are they undefeated, which they are, they've had to play some tough games. Now, I understand Milwaukee is like 1-12 or whatever the fuck they are, but you guys have had to play some tough games. You needed Donovan Mitchell's heroics to get out of that game. But what I'm seeing, because I've said before, you literally just said it earlier in this podcast, we support our friends, right? And so the Cavs typically come on at 4, whereas the Suns don't come on until 7. So I watch a lot of Cavs games. Darius Garland is back, bro. Like he is here, and Donovan Mitchell like wants Darius Garland to be back, right? Like when he first got on the scene, and it was kind of this tug of war between who's going to do what. That's part of why I thought Mitchell was going to leave. Mitchell re-signs. Garland's back from his injury now, and it looks like they're like a buddy cop movie. Like they want each other to succeed, and that's fucking huge. When you want each other to succeed, and then of course Mobley's playing at the highest level he's played. Jared Allen's playing at an amazing level because Mobley's playing so well. Allen's able to do what he does best instead of have to try to do all this other shit. And Karis LeVert is. Listen, he's not going to be all season, right? But you got to eat it up while he's being awesome. So it's working for you guys. And 9-0, or is it 8-0? Whatever you guys are.
9.
It's like your best start ever, which is super cool. And the rest of the East sucks. Notwithstanding the Celtics. Look, we're moving the Celtics out. The rest of the East sucks, dude. Philly will get back when all their guys are healthy. Milwaukee should figure something out. But the rest of the Knicks should be fine. But the rest of the East sucks, dude. You guys should easily coast to a second seed without injuries, knock on wood. Without injuries, the second seed, if not the first, looks easy right now in the early going.
Yeah, the Knicks, it's going to take them a long time to figure it out. Maybe if they do, they could be a problem for us late into the season, going into the playoffs. But even then, they don't scare me. They don't have the depth that they did last year and the fucking year before. But yeah, so and the thing I kept alluding to last year, Donovan Mitchell was hurt a lot, and Darius Garland literally, I think it was the first game of the season, I don't remember, but literally got his jaw broken and lost 12 pounds and then went right back to playing. Like I'd tip my cap to him every single time we came on this podcast because he kept balling. The first chance he was able to get on that court with any kind of whatever it was, face covering that he had, the mask thing, he was on the court. He didn't go back to conditioning. He didn't wait a couple weeks and get his body back right and get his weight back. He played all season like that, and it's hard to do what he's done his whole career like that. Like we saw it with all these athletes, the ones that got COVID, that we took their unders when they finally got back in the bubble, right? Like when they came in, when players got traded and had to go and do their quarantine, we knew unders because they're just not fit. They're playing. So we just knew that was going to happen. They're both healthy this year. Darius Garland's playing at the weight he should be playing. He's not missing 15 pounds. And to have a coach, I love JB. When we played Detroit, first game, very sad to see him standing there. But he's a great coach. But man, Kenny Atkinson is above and beyond. I see why um, Kevin Durant liked him and wanted to play for him. He's a hell of a coach. It seems like I haven't really seen too many sound bites. Don't really
Right.
know too much about the guy, so I'm not going to sit here and gaslight a dude I don't really know much about. But it seems to be a huge difference for this team. And like I said to you, if Evan Mobley can take that next step, and it seems like he's really taking a huge leap. Maybe not with his body, because it's still a lot to be desired for me.
Oh,
Pause. That was a little diddler-ish, but I just feel like he could fill out a lot more, right? Like I see Giannis, and I see Mobley, and I see what he could be in my eyes. I don't know. I definitely understand the genetics aspects of the Antetokounmpo-ness, and
yeah.
Mobley's family maybe isn't that way. But I see
No,
his
his
brother. His
brother's
brother
not
got some broad
either.
ass shoulders. But he
Eh.
got some broad ass shoulders. But yeah. So I mean, maybe that's his peak physical stature, and he's just gonna build off of it.
He's
But yeah,
gonna
man,
look
he's
more
been
like
awesome.
Durant than Giannis, probably.
It's been fun to see, and I'm excited to see what happens because we still don't even have Max Strus. He's injured right now,
Mm.
so I'm excited to see what that looks like. And even if it ends up not working out and he's coming off the bench, to have him and Georgie, whatever I'm gonna call him Georgie, and have Georgie Niang come off of to have him and Strus be able to come off, and either one of those can sit there and fucking make 5 of 5 from the three, and be able to have Merrill keep coming off the bench first, popping off the way he is defensively. He's gonna end up probably leading the league in charges this year if he keeps it up. He's our new Kevin Love. But yeah, man, I'm really excited. It's not gonna be gritty trying to beat a team 90 to fucking 85 like it's been the last couple of seasons. We're going to come at you. We're going to run. We're going to score some points, and let's see if you can score more points than we do. And oh yeah, by the way, we have a top 5 defense, so it's going to be fun. And I feel like those Celtics matchups, even with the unicorn healthy, they're going to be fun to watch, and they're going to
Yeah.
be some battles.
My cat is being crazy. Um,
It's like Isaac Okoro still sucks, but to be able to have him go up against your best player defensively it's a fucking weapon. Come
yeah, it
on, bro.
is.
Rush, you
Uh,
can't shoot. It's the fourth quarter. Don't do that.
is he still in place to Murray, or is Murray back?
No, he's playing. Murray's not.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
see Gobert the other day?
No, what happened?
So Christian Braun posterized him again for the second time in his
Oh my
career.
gosh.
And when he came down, he was like flexing and like walked up. And in my opinion, he was trying to walk like beside Gobert and not really pay him any mind, like try to get away with it, like he's doing it to the crowd type thing. And
Right.
Gobert just swiped at his head and like try to throw him down. And you see him all mad, and then here comes Russ running, and you just see Gobert visibly distraught.
Oh yeah,
Like,
dude, you don't want to
it
mess with
was
Russ. I mean,
it
Gobert
was
doesn't want to mess with anybody, but
hilarious. It was
yeah,
awesome.
Gobert's a little ridiculous. But yeah. So you guys are doing well. Before we start on the other team that's dominating the league, which hopefully is ending tonight, the Suns are legitimately on their way to potentially being a one-loss team. We lost a stupid ass game to the Lakers. It's gonna happen, obviously, right? But we let them come back, and then we flipped the script on them the next time we had a comeback. But um, other than that game, and we've put together fourth quarters that are better. We're trying to do it again against the Heat. So it looks like Bud has kind of fixed that. Bud and Tyus Jones mixed together have kind of fixed that fourth quarter crap that we had going on. Kevin Durant, for all the things that people say about LeBron and his longevity, it's got to be said about Durant too, right? Like he's doing
Yeah.
the exact same things. He's like 1 or 2 years younger and doing the exact same things with a different body type too. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know who that helps more. I don't know if that helps LeBron or if that helps KD. because KD doesn't really bang, whereas LeBron does. But LeBron's also bigger and stronger, so she'd last a little longer. But he's doing the
Pause.
same. What?
Pause.
Uh,
That was sus.
Me
I
or the
forget the
game?
first thing you said, and then you said bigger, stronger, and can last a little longer.
Hey,
That's just one of those little pause moments.
well,
I'm gonna
that's
be able to
how
play this back to people working. They're gonna laugh.
kids get into the league. Um, but my cat is fucking.
Have you already played them like 2 or 3 times?
We played them twice. We're 1-1 against them. We played the Clippers twice. We're 2-0 against them, which the Clippers suck now. But no,
That's
we're
smart
looking
on the
pretty
NBA.
good. We haven't gotten the toughest games. We haven't played OKC. We haven't played Minnesota. We played Dallas. We beat Dallas. But we haven't played a lot of the crazy games. So I'm happy that we're getting this out of the way early so that we can get our groove before we have to play them. But just seeing the guys, so like our big five right now is usually there's six of them actually. So it's Tyus Jones, it's the big three. So Beal, Booker, Durant, Tyus Jones, Royce O'Neal, and Nurkic. So we either take Tyus off the floor and let Beal or Booker play point guard, or we take Nurk off the floor and have Durant in there and Royce O'Neal kind of as the big men. But Royce O'Neal and the big three are pretty much always on the floor in crunch time and give or take the situation who we need the other one to be. And I've loved Royce O'Neal. I mean, obviously, I liked him when he came over at the deadline last year, but he didn't have a chance to really gel with us. He's here now, and he's looking really good. He's a stopper. He's doing his thing. And not for nothing, our rookie has a real shot at Rookie of the Year just because the rest of the rookie class sucks.
Yeah.
Which, with some exceptions, we'll talk about the rookies a little bit. But Ryan Dunn looks good, dude. He's not a great player, but he's a good defender. And right now I think he's like 7 of 13 for 3 on the season. So like he's shooting his shot, he's making his shot. And if he can play defense and hit a couple open shots in the 15 to 17 minutes he gets to play, then hey, that's awesome. And that might be good enough for Rookie of the Year because the only people playing better than, or not better than, the only people playing more minutes than him suck. And they have to play more minutes because the Washington Wizards and the Atlanta Hawks invested too much in their guys. So they have to play him. Reed Shepherd, who's probably the best prospect out there, he's not getting runs because Houston's good. And so the rookies don't get runs when you're good. Zach Edey, I mean, obviously he's posted a couple double doubles. He'll probably end up winning the whole thing, the Rookie of the Year, just because he's big, strong, and gets stats. But nobody else is doing anything. So hey, Ryan Dunn, get your shit together, keep doing your thing, and he will then take Royce O'Neal's place in the future. And so I'm excited about this team. I don't know if we're championship caliber just because there are OKCs and Boston out there. And I mean, if we played you guys, that would be a fun matchup. We'll see what happens. But I don't think we'll get out of the West. OKC looks ridiculous. So I'll pivot to OKC. They look ridiculous.
So ugly.
They look so good on the basketball court, though. They are dominating people. They haven't played anybody too tough either, actually, honestly. But they are dominating people. They have the biggest point margin, point differential, whatever, in the league. They're killing it. They're Chet's a baller, dude.
He looks like one of those Men in Black little aliens in the office, like the small ones that do the
goofy
coffee.
ones that drink coffee all the
Yeah,
time.
it looks like one of those. Yeah, it looks like one of them overgrown ones.
Okay.
And his hair.
It's just his demon beard thing, I think, that you hate.
I don't like his hair either. I don't like his face.
I don't like that commercial where he tries to sing with Shay. Does that still exist?
I think so. I don't like that he's in the commercial with the KDs that I have. I don't like that. Yeah, I saw that
he doesn't
like
have
a
his
month
own
and a half
yet?
ago. I wanted to return him. Nope. Oh yeah, Dean Wade. Dean Wade wears the KDs that I have on court.
Oh, nice.
And I've seen him in them like 3 times. He likes them.
Our team basically wears those Bookers now.
Oh, word.
They're nice, but he only has those orange ones. Hopefully he has some more now, but
I always wondered too, like how because I tried playing in those KDs and it didn't work for me.
I play in
They
KDs.
just get where I couldn't get them tight enough.
Do you have the low tops or the high tops?
I think they're low tops.
Oh, I play in the high tops.
My ankles are out. You found a high top KD? I didn't know those existed.
He has a line. It's which KDs do you have?
The new ones, the 13s, I think they are.
One of his lines is high top, or one of
God, I
his
hate you, Chad.
seasons, or whatever the fuck they're called. What is it? It's not seasons. What do you call them? Version? I don't know. Whatever. But one of them is high
One of
top.
his shoes.
Yeah.
Like
But yeah,
the
he's wearing
10s
low tops on the
Olympics.
court.
And yeah, that's the thing that's stupid nowadays too. They have the shoe,
In low
and then they
tops. I
come
don't
out
care
with
what Kobe says. I can't play in low tops.
50 different colorways.
Yeah. If I played in low tops, I would not make it through any game. Ever. I'd look like Patrick Mahomes out there, rolling my ankle all the time. But we look good. A lot of teams. So one of the surprising things is Golden State. Why are they doing well? What's happening?
Steph Curry. Steph Curry with the
Is it
shot.
though? He was injured for a couple of. I don't
Just
know.
what he
I
demands from
love
that
it.
team. I don't think it's Steve Kerr. I'm never going to say Steve Kerr again after the Olympics. Uh, but Steph, Draymond, what they do with that team, they're able to find talent. Jonathan Kuminga, who fucked me over on that
Buddy
parlay.
Hield, Splash Brother Light.
Yeah. What do they call him? The Splash Cousin or something?
Yeah, something like that.
He's a Splash Cousin. Yeah, Buddy Hield. They're just able to get a lot out of their players. They have another young dude, not Pajinski, but another young white guy.
Oh
Has
yeah.
nothing to do with his race, just pointing it out. It's easier that way. Playing really well out of his mind. They're just able to find the good young rotation players that are able to work around what Steph does best.
So, any other teams you want to talk about before I ask you a couple of player questions?
No, not really. Why is Sacramento not like they were 2 years ago? What happened?
They're
Same
just
team.
the same. That's literally what happened. Is they're the same team. Everybody else is getting better, and they're the same team. They're still good. They're still awesome. Monk is
Yeah,
still
they're not.
one of the top 6
I
men.
love Monk. I love Monk.
Fox is still one of the top point guards. Sabonis is going to lead the league in double doubles again, like he always does. Like they're the same team. It's just that everybody else is better, so they're going to be a 7, 8, 9, 10 team.
Did
Around
you
there.
ever know about Sabonis' dad?
What do you mean about him?
Like his dad was
Arvydas Sabonis,
apparently, yeah,
the best
you know,
passing big man in the world ever.
yeah. Okay, you
Yeah,
did.
I did know about him.
Shame on me.
Yeah, shame on you.
That's
No,
crazy.
it's
Fuck the
weird because
Soviets.
apparently when he came to the NBA, he was already past his prime. His dad,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, because the
and he was
Soviets
still
wouldn't let
good
him in the
in the
NBA
NBA.
because if he was in the NBA, he couldn't play for the Olympics.
Right.
And the Soviets were like, nah, we need you 3
Yep.
times over the next 12 years, so fuck you.
Yeah. And then his knees gave out, and then he still came over to the NBA and still played awesome, but not apparently the peak of his powers.
Yeah, no, they said he was over like in a tryout or something. Tryout, combine, practice, something over. And everybody's like, yo, who the heck is this kid? And they're like, oh, that's Sabonis. Yeah, he'll be here way later. Like, we're good. Like, everybody knew like this dude is it. Like, he's the best.
Nice. But yeah, they're the same team that they've always been. That's the good and the bad. Like you know what to expect from them, but so does the other team. So it's gonna be tough.
So that's
Um,
what's happening with the Nuggets pretty much.
well, the Nuggets, they Sorry, I'm trying to hope we win. They put all their stock in Michael Porter Jr. taking the next step, right?
Yeah.
And he's never taking that next step. He is who he is, and he's a good player.
See,
But they needed him to elevate and be the third best player on the team,
and then him to
especially
go
if Jamal
Christian Braun
Murray
type shit.
is in Canada mode. Yeah, exactly. So that's what happened to them.
Just
But
pissed me off about Jamal Murray. You can fucking make an Olympic run, but you can't play in the NBA.
he didn't really make an Olympic run. He sucked there too.
He played.
Yeah.
He hit his feet hit the court. Ass got off the bench.
So the MVP is up for grabs, right? Because
Absolutely.
Jokic doesn't look. I mean, Jokic looks fine, but the Nuggets don't look like they used to. Milwaukee's 1-8 or whatever they are, so Giannis is gonna have a hard time. Embiid's not gonna play 30 games again this year, so it's up in the air. Who do you have early on? Not necessarily who has it right now, but who do you think is gonna win it?
Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh. That's picking with your heart, not your money, though. That's for sure.
I mean, I haven't watched. I mean, which is crazy. I'm about to lie and say I haven't watched a lot of basketball because I've watched more basketball in the first 9 games. But yeah, it's a lot of background shit just on. I have watched a lot of the Cavs, but I don't really
now,
know.
I feel like it's Jason Tatum. Like if they bet right now, or not bet, but if they voted right now, but it's what 9 games of the season. It's not gonna.
Yeah, but also Donovan Mitchell won Eastern Conference Player of the Month over him. So you tell me.
I think Shea's gonna win it,
Even though it was only off of it was based on or was it a week? I don't know, but he won over him. So
hell yeah. If I had to put money down, it would be on Shea right now, and the only reason is because Luka's not Luka-ing right now. The Mavs are doing fine; they're like 6-2, but Luka's not elevated yet. As soon as he drops like 70 on Chicago or something, he'll be right back in the picture. But right now, Luka's not doing it. It's like he just kind of went through the motions in the offseason, which is weird because it was the Olympic year. Or did they not make it? Oh yeah, they weren't in the Olympics, right? So because Greece knocked them out. The Doncic's.
No,
Greece knocked them out in the qualifying or whatever.
Correct.
To get that last spot. So yeah, so it looks like he took. It seems like he took the summer off, and but he'll come back into form. But I think Shea's gonna get it. Coach of the year though, make your homer pick because that one might actually be the case.
Oh, that one's definitely gonna happen. You can already lock it up.
I'm not locking anything up, but you know that Joe's not gonna win it. Dagnall's not gonna win it unless they break records. So those two teams are probably not gonna win it just because everybody already knows they're good. It's gonna be Bud or Kenny, whoever finishes with the better record. But the expectations are higher on the Suns, so you guys are beating expectations more than we are.
True, yeah. But I think you just beat the most wins to start a season for a first-time coach on a team. I think he just got that with the 9th one. I think the 8-0 tied it. I think. Don't fucking quote me on it. But yeah, I think you could just write it, throw away the key. It's done.
Everything's that way when you're undefeated, right? So
unless,
if
well,
you
I mean,
finish,
not even just that. The way he's got this team playing, and most of the time, with anything new in the NBA, it doesn't matter if it's just one new starting player. It takes a while with everything to see it, and that's why I love preseason basketball and the NBA. Main reason I got this fucking league pass because the boys are playing. Like you don't have go out there for fucking 4 minutes and get your one possession, your one drive in, and no, you go out there, you play a couple fucking games, you try to get the tweaks out, and go out there and play ball, and so we haven't seen. Ooh, let's go! We're about to win some fucking money, but you're not seeing it. You're not seeing the tweaks needed. It's a team that's gelled. It's a team that's played together for a while, and obviously there's some very intelligent basketball IQs on this team because we're able to take whatever Kenny says, put it in place, run it, and it's working. Maybe there is a little bit of that. We run into it in the NFL all the time. Let us get some tape and
Yeah.
figure it out, and then let's see what you can do. Maybe there is a little bit of that on the defensive end, but most of the time in the NBA, defense is what sticks throughout the season.
Yeah.
Um, it, it's defensive. If you're one of the top defensive teams, that's more of a mentality, that's a mindset, and that runs 1 through 12. So obviously, you're going to have the games where Okoro's not healthy, so he's not coming in to guard Jason Tatum when Dean Wade or Max Strus goes out. It's going to be somebody far worse. So we are going to have those games.
Right.
But like it'll be fine. So that's the one thing that I'm hopeful for, and I'm saying throw it away, lock it up, because no, we're not going to go 82-0, but 74-8 is not bad either.
I don't think you're gonna go 74-8 either. I don't think Oklahoma City's going 74-8 either, or Boston. Well, Boston's already lost 2. Let's go, KD. Fuck yeah. We're not gonna go 74-8. No, but if you guys are what 55-27, and we're 60 and what is that 22, then we're gonna win it, or like Bud's gonna win it. So
Yeah.
you just gotta stay at it. But whichever, if all the teams score like 55, or not score, win like 55 games, I think it's Kenny's, just for, like you said, the situation, the runs. But not for nothing, like Boston could win 20 in a row at some point. Like that's definitely possible.
But Missoula, the roster
But
they have, that
yeah,
negates
you
him,
should. You
right?
shouldn't win it.
And you can't see my face at all really with the light in these glasses today. That's fine with me.
Not when you
I look
sat
like I'm.
back. When you were sitting up, you were fine.
Oh, so I shouldn't be comfortable.
No, I don't care. And then the last one, who wins Rookie of the Year for you? It's very early. No, like I said earlier, nobody's playing more than like 20 minutes a game, except for Breeza Shea. So who do
This
you
is the
got?
one time I'm so down to have somebody from last year not play. And
Give
because
it to
I
Scoot. He
honest
sucked so bad last year. It's almost like he didn't play.
uh, I don't think he'd win it this year if he was a rookie.
Right now he would.
No.
He's playing better than all the other rookies.
He's playing good, man, but fuck, I don't understand. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I just thought too highly of him
Yeah, I don't
or
know what
what,
happened either.
but I don't know. It's got to be mental, right?
Yeah,
He's a dog. He's a dog.
it's one of those Markel Fultz things. He'll
Bro,
get after it.
I hope so. I don't know. I can't call it honestly. If I was a voter, I like if I had to set my NBA awards ballot, that shit would be left blank because I don't want to. I don't want to give somebody credit where credit's not due.
I'd probably go with Bub Carrington. The dude's a baller. Have you watched any of their games yet?
No,
That
I
doesn't
see
surprise
clips
me.
on my Bleacher Report.
He's a baller. He's good.
He said that doesn't surprise me.
So, well, I mean, who watches Washington?
Let's tune in to see what the fuck the Kuzmas and the Pools are doing.
Kuzma's not even playing. When he comes back, it'll get even worse for all these rookies.
I did see a lot of clips from the Golden State game, so that was cool.
We're what, against Washington?
Yeah, that's gonna be the most shit we see all year.
I try to watch weird games every now and then on League Pass. Like if the Suns are having an off night, I won't go watch like Indiana or Philly or something. I try to watch like I watched Memphis, which I know Memphis is good, but they were playing.
Are they though?
Bad. I mean,
Are
Ja
they
is Ja with his crazy. So somebody said this on the podcast. This is actually what I'll leave it on because I want to hear your opinion on this. On a podcast I listened to, they said that Ja is ready to come take back his throne as the most exciting under 25 American player. Obviously,
it's
Ant
gone.
has it right now, but
It's gone.
It's gone. Ja can't get it back.
Nope. He had one shot, one opportunity.
He had it. He had the belt, and he lost it. And Ant said, "Let me grab
He
this."
captured it, but then he let it slip.
He let it slip.
Or let it slip.
And this only comes once in a lifetime, so.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting because I literally never thought of a Ja versus Ant like storyline in my head. Those two guys never like go at it because, like you said, Ja was out when Ant elevated. But I guess that is the two guys, right? That's the two young, exciting people. So it's got to be one of those two guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Unless I don't know if anybody really can come up because there's a lot of young talent in the NBA. It's just that personality, right?
Right.
Like Ja doesn't really have maybe the personality for the media that Ant does. But the true blue people, I hate saying blue right now during election time. It's just a phrase, but the true blue person loves the Ja Morant. They love that mentality that he has. The don't give a fuck. I'm gonna come at your neck, and he's not here to make friends. Um, like you love that, and he's not here to really be the role model that you want.
Right.
Obviously, he
Yeah.
he never said that he was going to go out of his way to do that. But you see, Ant really takes pride in that. He is a role model and all that stuff. So obviously, the media gravitates towards that, and I think he's going to be the darling of the NBA for a very long time. And it sucks for Ja. Like, yeah, Ja can come back and potentially be the face of the NBA in an aspect if Memphis can get a couple acquisitions and be where Ant has been, and maybe he could
Right.
get it back. But Ant's just done so much in the last 2 years of Ja's buffoonery that it's just I don't even think it's close. Like it's not attainable. Even the under 25, just like even to become because Ja was the
Yeah.
face of the league. He was going to be the face of the league, and for a very long time. And I think that is so far gone. He would have to average 32 and with 8 dimes, and they'd have to be um, almost, or if not going to the Western Conference Finals, damn near every fucking year for him
So
to be
who is the
considered
face of
up
the
in that
league right
aspect.
now? Like, it's nobody really. Like, I mean, it has to be somebody, but
It's
it was
LeBron
LeBron.
still.
Well, it was LeBron for a long time. It
Oh,
was
we're doing this
Steph.
LeBron then Steph bullshit.
No, like serious. Like, if you were like somebody that doesn't fucking care about basketball at all, and you were just kind of watching Sports Center here
Yeah.
and there, and
Well, if
you're
we're looking
seeing
at
the
like
internet,
as a whole, like
then it
what
became
was
Giannis, and
international and national.
It was Giannis for a little bit, and I don't think Jokic ever actually took it, even though he was taking the MVPs. But it's not Giannis anymore. Like who? It's back to LeBron, right? Like legitimately, it's probably back to LeBron now that
Yeah, it
Bronny is
has to
here
be.
and everything's like it's back to LeBron.
Yeah, I honestly feel like it
Suns
has to
win,
be.
baby. I thought so
Good shit.
too. I wasn't even trying to be anti-LeBron. I think it's back to LeBron as well,
But
which is crazy.
could the face of the league right now really just be the Celtics as a whole? Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, that
Thought I
duo,
just watched this fucking.
like that could happen, right?
Yeah, it could be
Ooh,
the
see that,
duo for sure.
right? Like, because they've really poured a lot into that whole headline and
Yeah.
storyline throughout the season. That's really what you hear throughout mainstream media is, oh, the Celtics, oh, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown,
Yeah.
ooh,
Okay.
and
That's
like
that's a fair one.
you pretty much see that run before every Celtics game and every sports center that a Celtics game has been played on.
That's fair.
So
But
that
it's going to be Ant
honestly,
very soon. As soon as he breaks through, which we've both said he's right there breaking through right now already. Um, if they wouldn't have blown it to the Mavericks, he would have already broken through. So, yeah, he's set up. All right. So, anything else you got before we get out of here? I was trying to stall, and these fucking challenges are taking forever. I want to know if we want some money. But anything else before we get out of here?
not that I can think about, honestly. Um, yeah, I've just
Cool.
been real busy being the man of the year. That's really a tough thing,
The
tough weight to
hard
hold.
life. Yeah, well, be like Seal, be the man of the year. I was gonna shout out to you last weekend or last 2 weeks ago, whatever. I forgot, but be like Seal. Um, accept all the
In
even the
some ways.
participation trophies that come your way, because that means you are the best participator because you got the trophy for it.
Yeah, fuck you.
I couldn't even get through it, man. I tried.
Be a good person.
Be
That's
a
what I
good
got it
person.
for being a good person,
For
for
sure.
being unselfish. My wife is gonna hate this because she gets so mad at me sometimes with my basketball. She's like, "That's all you care about."
Yeah,
But be
mine does too.
unselfish.
It's all good.
Like, be unselfish. I was the, hey, you need somebody to do the scoreboard? Gotcha. Oh, you need a place for a banquet? Let me see what I can do. Just being of it. You know how my dad was. Somebody be
Yeah.
like, I need a transmission. Let me go look in my fucking endless friggin' cage of
Random
bullshit
ass shit.
and let's see if I have it. Like, be available. Like, be there to help. If you have the availability, be there. Like, that's what we were put here to do, is to
Yeah,
be of help and be of happiness.
for
And
sure.
I'm